So let's geek out over Xbox's saviour for 2023, Starfield. So this game, the space game, as Todd Howard put it, was 25 years in the making, and it gave me chills when I started watching the footage for this game.
This game looks ridiculous. So right off the bat, I've never been a huge Bethesda fan. I'm not that into...
You what? Get out.
I'm not that into sort of medieval stuff, and Fallout is very dystopian, and I'm quite an optimistic person. But this game got me going, okay, now this is what I'm signing up for. This game sold me on Bethesda RPG. I was like, I'm in. Like, get me this game in my hands now, please.
100%. I mean, this finally looks like a truly next-gen game. Yeah. This is the kind of thing that I think a lot of gamers had in mind when they thought about like a next console generation.
Yeah. It's got, I think, what is it, 1,000 planets?
Either 1,000 worlds. Yeah. It's got full lighting, which changes depending on the atmosphere and relation to the sun and all of that. It's so detailed, it's ridiculous. I mean, one of the really cool things was shooting in 0G. I don't know if you saw the footage for this, but because this is, in other sort of space games, been a really weird thing. Like, you would shoot a ballistic weapon in 0G and your character would do nothing. Whereas this will actually push you back.
Yeah.
Or if you're using an energy weapon, it won't.
Yeah.
Which is really, like, it's those little touches which Bethesda absolutely nail.
You can customize just about everything. So you can customize your character, obviously. You can customize your ship. Cool. And there's 2 modes of customization where you can kind of just do top level. I want to add this bit here, fine. Or you can do like granular customization. You can like change literally parts of your weapon system. And like you can go into so much detail. This is the first game that's made me go, I think I need to buy a new Xbox.
That's gonna be. I mean, that is high praise coming from you. But the ship customization, just to expand on it a little bit more, like some of the upgrades you will actually have to do to sort of the engines to jump to new worlds and that sort of thing. But I really liked how, like you said, you can customize it however you want. They had full like Optimus Prime like shaped ships.
Oh yeah, that was fun to see.
Yeah, but like some of this you will need to upgrade to have more sort of crew. Like you need sort of quarters for them to live in, and it's all stuff which kind of seems so obvious when you kind of say it, but also, a lot of games have forgotten that in the past.
So as you travel between the planets, you can obviously create outposts, especially on the ones without civilizations. And you can customize your own bases. Literally, every cabin in the base you can sort of piece together like a puzzle.
I'm so looking forward to that. Apparently, you can kind of essentially build your own farms and all of that, so you can have actual animal life and agriculture. You know, so this is just
why have they got so much detail in this game? I can't quite
comprehend it.
Yeah, exactly.
It is absolutely mind-blowing.
So part of the travel system is you can go to obviously all these different planets. This very much reminded me of No Man's Sky. Even some of the shots almost looked like for like with some of the early No Man's Sky footage we saw, which has made me want to go back and play No Man's Sky. But it's important to note that Todd Howard has already said this is not a space sim game. You know, No Man's Sky and something like Star Citizen, these are very much space sims where you log in and cool, this is space, go fill your boots. This is a Bethesda RPG through and through. There's story throughout. And that's the difference. And I think that's the thing I wanted to kind of go like, oh no, I have an objective here. I have to go to see these people. I have to go into these planets and do these things.
It was an interesting comment from Howard because then they almost said the complete opposite. That, you know, you can allocate your skills to how you want to play the game. So if you want to play essentially the diplomat and sort of broker peace or war between sort of factions, then you can do that. If you want to be a cargo runner, you can do that. Or if you just want to be a pirate, you can do that. You can basically customize it however you want. So I feel like this game can be customized to whatever type of player you are. I think it really kind of, anyone can get enjoyment out of this game, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
So one slightly shaky detail is the fact that you can't actually transition straight from space down onto a planet, which, you know, we've kind of got a little bit used to on No Man's Sky. There was apparently sort of a conscious decision to cut that, but...
Yeah, Todd Howard said that they wanted being on the ground to be really cool, and they wanted being in space to be really cool, and that they didn't want to spend time doing that weird transition bit, which I feel like was a bit of a cop-out.
Yeah. I mean, that probably means that some kind of form of loading screen, even though it's probably just kind of like what they do on Destiny, where they have the ship kind of bobbing up and down, is going to be in between, but that kind of breaks the sort of seamlessness of it a little bit.
So. And the cinematics go in between, which already we're seeing footage that it can get quite repetitive, at least now, but the game hasn't come out yet, so who knows what they're going to plan and sort of bring it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the actual space travel itself looks really cool. So we knew that there would be dogfights in space, which is something I'm really looking forward to, but we didn't know quite how detailed that was going to be. Was it going to be just you face a ship, you just shoot it, that's kind of it blows up? But there's so much more to it. You have to sort of allocate a certain amount of power to your weapons, over your drives, and then you can decide to just avoid a dogfight altogether, or like board the ship and take over the ship, then you can add that ship to your collection. It's just...
So this reminded me of Star Wars Squadrons. The game came out a few years back, where again you can sort of you have to manage those resources within your ship. But I love the fact that you could just be like, I don't want a dogfight. I just want to board you, kill all the people on board, and now it's my ship.
Yeah.
Which was really cool. It's sort of a thing you can do. You know, you don't have to. You're not fixed to how you deal with these situations.
Yeah, definitely.
They also announced a new headset and controller, which look sick. So sick, in fact, that I've already pre-ordered them both.
Yeah, you're not going for the collector's edition with the little smartwatch type thing?
That also looked awesome, but was way too much money. I think it's £250 for the box with the watch in it, and I've already got a smartwatch, so I don't need.
Yeah.
I don't need an in-game.
I mean, I'll be getting a watch face to make it style like it.
Obviously,
probably,
you got to, yeah. But yeah, what did you think of Starfield? Let us know in the comments below. Are you as hyped for this game as I think basically the rest of the community?
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments below. And until next time,